Hey, Cindy Barnes here with the Middle Schoolers Out to Save the World project. I want to talk to you about one other part of the project, the energy production worksheet and presentation. So this is a way for students to really dive into where do greenhouse gases come from and also how do we produce electrical energy in the United States. It's great for talking about conservation of energy, transfer of energy from one form to another, but the students get to dive in. Usually the way I do it is I will pick one of the forms of energy, say coal, and work on that one together. And we'll come up with sort of this is the format for what it should look like. Then I'll usually go ahead and randomly assign students to the other types of energy production. You can have them choose. You just want to make sure you have about 2 to 3 students in each class that were given that type of energy production. I usually give them about 15 to 20 minutes to research. That gives them time to get in. I'll walk around and monitor, make sure they're on the right track. When that time period is up, then I go ahead and have them meet with the other students that had the same energy production method. Gives them a chance to kind of self-assess, self-correct, and they need to come up together to produce about a 2 to 3 minute presentation. It can have visuals, it cannot. It's really as far as it goes, it's up to you as to how in-depth you want to make it. But the point is that they get to teach the other students about their energy production method. That way, by the time everybody's done, they have all the information that they need, and they've gotten it in a little bit more interesting way than just having the teacher feed them the information. One pitfall to look out for is words like expensive can be very relative. Wind power is a good example. I find a lot of times students will be researching the benefits of wind power, and they'll see that it's inexpensive, that it's a cheap form of energy. But then under the drawbacks, they'll research those separately, and they'll also find someone that describes it as a very expensive energy source. It's good to sometimes stop and have conversations with the students about that in the case of wind energy, it's very expensive to set up a wind farm. It's more expensive a lot of times than building other types of energy plants, but it is less costly to maintain. Whereas a coal plant's going to have to continuously buy coal in addition to regular maintenance costs. A wind farm doesn't have to do that. They just have to maintain their equipment and keep everything running. So those are a few things to look out for, but I think this is a really great project that kids tend to enjoy, and it's a big part of this project. So I hope you enjoy.